Hey guys, welcome to SimRacingPaddock. I'm William Marsh, and this is the final week in the SimRacingPaddock Sim Racing System BMW M4 Championship. This is going to be a great send-off for this championship season. We've had some definite highs, some definite lows, but when it's all said and done, we are thick in the hunt for a top 5 championship finish. As of right now, I believe we are in 4th place. So let's take a quick look. So we are in 4th place. James Blint is running away with the championship, so he's mathematically locked it in. He could literally skip this race and still win. But congrats to James for winning. Marshall Elish is in 2nd with 377 points. Simon Speth in 3rd with 341. I am in 4th place. I am 13 points behind Simon. So theoretically, we could have a chance of closing in. And if we didn't have that goose egg at Laguna Seca due to tech issues, we would likely be in that 3rd place podium spot. But when it's all said and done, we are going to be in the hunt. It is theoretically a 3-way battle for 3rd place. Martin Dupois, he is not just mathematically out right now. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes. Carlos Eduardo Borjo, he is in 6th place. Luke Sky in 7th. Andrei Kirilov in 8th. Scott Kessler in 9th. And Angel Aiza in 10th. So realistically, it looks like top 7 should be starting this race. I don't know about the rest of the field. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. But yeah, Simon, he is not signed up right now. There's Simon Lay, but no Simon Speth. So if he skips out this race, it could be interesting, but we'll see how it is. He still has 7 minutes, 7.5 minutes to sign up. So we will see how it goes. Right now we have 12 drivers, so James Blint, he is not going to take his victory bye week this time. Michael Butler, he is always a good challenge. I've had some great races with him. Max Speed, I've had a few good instances with him. William Marsh, I mean, what can I say? The guy's an idiot. Ilya Sholin, I think I've had some racing with him at times, but yeah. It's going to be an interesting event, I'll say that. So, I am not sure what I'm going to be running next season. I haven't really made a decision on the car yet. I am sort of just weighing out my options right now, wanting to try to see what could bring a lot of people in, what could be a good series, and provide some good racing for you guys. So, I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing just yet in terms of championship. But I'm hoping that whatever I do, it'll be an exciting series. Also, guys, shameless plug time. If you haven't already, my review on the SimiCube 2 Pro Direct Drive wheel is now out. And if you are wanting to get my thoughts on this excellent piece of kit, oh, spoiler alert, you can go check out the video on the channel. Just maybe wait till after the stream, because we want to see how this championship ends up, right? So, with that being said, let's take a look, because we have some time. We have about 8 minutes before the server opens up. We can take a look and see what could be exciting for racing. So, Abarth, don't really see anything that would really jump out. The Abarth is good for low-speed wheel-to-wheel racing, but we're already kind of getting that with the BMW M4. So I'm not really too keen on the Abarth. I'm not going to go with AC Legends because I believe, from what I've heard, they're ripped models, and that could be sketchy for running in SRS. Acura NSX. I haven't driven that lately, but I'm not sure about running road cars 2 seasons in a row. That would be my concern. DTM 90s is always fun, but I've already done a DTM 90s championship, so that could be something that just doesn't really feel right doing a second time around. Let's see. LMP1 would be interesting, but really dependent on hybrid systems, things like that. It could be overwhelming for people, and I don't know how exciting it would be for a real racing wheel-to-wheel series. So that would be my problem with it, I think. And then most of these are like Audi GT3s, and then the Audi S1 or Sport Quattro. This would be an interesting series, but I don't know how many people would want to race this Sport Quattro. But yeah, guys, if you have any suggestions on what you would like to see me run next season, feel free to let me know in the comments. Hey, Pierre, how's it going, man? Audi TT Cup. That can be an interesting championship. It's a spec series, so there's that. It is front-wheel drive, so some people like it, some people don't. There's a TTRS VLN. I'd be more inclined for a TT Cup, though. And BMW, we're doing BMW right now, so it's like, there's the DRM Revival, but that's payware, and when I've been racing with payware mods, it usually does not bring in many people, so I would be a little not inclined to do a payware mod next season. There is the C7R GTE. A lot of American muscle. Might be a little too much, too overwhelming. This was the Coyote Corvette Daytona prototype that was what was being developed by IER. I don't even know if they really finished that, though. Dodge Viper, that would be crazy to drive, but a lot of fun. It is a mod car, though, so that would be tricky to get a lot of people into. Ferraris. We did Retro F1 already, so not too sure about that. We did a 599 XX Evo series. And we did Ferrari Formula 1 series, too, so yeah. Ferrari F40 could be fun, but that's also another road car. So, ideally, I'd like to stick with Kunos cars. Ideally. So, let's do this. Categories, Kunos. And we're up at Ferrari. Ford GT40. That would be interesting retro, but definitely it would be a very challenging car. Lotus 211 GT4. That could be exciting. Unusual, but exciting. And then we did Lotus 72D in our Retro F1 Championship. Lotus Elise SC, that was the first car that Kunos released in their tech demo. Lotus 49, I think I did a championship with that car already. Maserati MC12 GT1. Maybe. We did a 787B championship. We did MX5 Cup. We did F1 GTR. Jeez, we've done a lot. It's interesting seeing how much time we've done. GTR. P4 Competition. Pagani Zonda. That would be interesting, but yeah. Retro Porsche, maybe. Who knows? There are a lot of options we could do. GT3 Cup, I think we did that. I'll have to likely also talk to them about what suggestions they would, or Henrique about what suggestions. Praga R1, we did a championship with that. Toyota. AE86. That would be funny to do. Drive the tofu wagon. But yeah, there's so many different options. I don't know what I would want to pick. So yeah, guys, I'm open to suggestions from you guys. I want something that you guys would want to drive. So we can take a look into that. Alright, we got at least 3 more people in. But have I tried the BMW M2 on Dirt Rally 2? I'm not sure. Police alert for my local area. BMW M2 GT4 spec. I don't think I've done that one yet. I'll have to look into that. But interesting development. Simon Speth, he did not sign up. So that might give me 4th in the championship. So that's something in our favor. I do want to check something real quick. I want to make sure everything is set all right. So limit framework to 84 frames per second. That's usually what's been going well for me with this. Controls, I want to make sure everything is working properly. So buttons, yep. And traction control, yes. ABS, or brake bounce, yes. ABS, yes. Engine brake, we don't need that. But yeah, I have a map, so should be all right. All right, I'm going to silence my phone. It keeps going off. Hold on a second. All right. But yeah, so should be a great series, or should be a great finale to an interesting series. Let's put it that way. So, let's join the session. Let's hope we don't have any issues. Oh shoot. We have an issue. Ginetta Super Cup, right-hand drive, can't find a level of detail I. So it's trying to pull from the wrong thing. We're not driving Ginetta Super Cup, we're driving BMW M4. What the heck? Let's try this again. I might need to do a quick download of a car that I don't really need. Come on, fingers crossed. We're further than we were before, so that's a plus. Gotta love SimRacing System. Requires you to download cars you don't even need. But we are in. That is what matters. Alrighty. So, I have my HUD off because I was doing photo mode earlier to get my thumbnails. So, we can do... Yeah, Jeffrey, seeing those images is painful. It's like seeing an ex with another guy. And not kind of like the ex that you hated. It's like the ex that everything was going well and all of a sudden it's just like, yeah, nope, I'm gone. And then you see them with a worse guy. It's like, ah! By the way, guys, I'm trying the ultra low latency mode, so I know that it can be a little interesting in regards to the bit rate and stuff. So I'm just curious how quickly it seems like I'm responding to chats and stuff. So I don't know how low latency it is, but we'll find out, I guess. But yeah, this car is interesting because Silverstone has a lot of high-speed segments, but then weird low speed. And since Silverstone, I believe, was former airport, it is something where you have a lot of flat corners, so you don't get the banking for it. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. Yep, quick, okay. But yeah, because previously in the past, the ultra low latency mode, it didn't allow people to rewind streams. So that's one of the reasons I didn't really use it. So now that low latency mode allows you to rewind streams, I'm thinking, yeah, it might be worth it to give it a try. But yeah, so far so good. Because on low latency mode, I think it was like 10 to 20 seconds between between you sending the message and my response to it or something like that. But yeah, and I'm hoping for top 5 in this. We'll see how many cars start. I believe it was 14 cars signed up. We see 9 cars on the track right now, so I don't know if other people are running into a similar issue that I am. But it's weird, because that Ginetta G4 Super Cup thing, it has popped up in other times with SRS. Things are going pretty alright. Trying to figure out some logistics for some studio overhauls and stuff. Basically, long story short, is I might be moving my studio out of this garage because some family needs it for office space and stuff. So I'm trying to figure out how to make that work logistically, which is kind of challenging, but I think I can try to find some ways to pull it off. But yeah, it's something where trying to figure out how to accommodate everyone and make things work. That's the challenging part. Because this channel is starting to pick up more traction. It's starting to grow again at a decent pace. So it's like, how are we going to make this all work and figure things out and keep me being able to pump out decent quality content at a reasonable pace? This car just loves to understeer. I just got to be careful. I need to see how to shift my driving to improve that. That's one of the struggles, I think. Because trying to get late apexes, and yeah. Just build a garden shed. That is one of the options I'm actually looking into, but California tends to require permits and stuff like that, so it can get kind of expensive. But yeah, that's one of the options I'm looking at. Alright, so let me see what I can do. So we're on semi-slicks. We're gonna drop to 15 liters. Let's see. I'm gonna increase the camber a bit because that should allow me to pitch in the car better. Build an illegal garden shed. I have a sheriff who lives across the street, so yeah. Alrighty. Let's see how to do this thing. What small shop prices like? I'd say it's around in this area at least $2,000 a month. It's very tough to find real estate and stuff in this area. That's the struggle. I think, yeah, my mom had a, I want to say 120 square foot studio or something like, or not studio, but office for one of her businesses, and that ended up being around, say, like $800 a month. Okay, this car's really loose now. Might need to rethink what I'm doing with this car. Let's just try to set a time, though. That's one of the big things. Don't know what that guy behind me was doing. He just totally overcooked into that corner. Alright, time to set a good lap. Okay, totally overcooked it there. That was no bueno. You can see the car's flowing out pretty out. So it's flowing pretty well through the corners. I just got to figure out how to handle the car right under braking, which is something I've just kind of struggled with this entire series, to be honest. Just getting the car balanced under braking. MRTV. I haven't really watched them. Racing in VR, it works pretty well. I have a few videos talking about it. Granted, I haven't really driven anything outside of my Oculus Rift, and I have used a friend's HTC Vive for gaming, but not for sim racing, so I can't really speak well for that. But VR, it works well, and I'd say it's not really in the prime time just yet. There's definitely good stuff about it. There's definitely bad stuff about it. But if you can get into it yourself, I'd say you can really enjoy it. But I do have friends that have like ear issues or motion sickness, and sometimes they just really can't get into VR and stuff. Would I need a permit for pre-built shed? I'm not fully sure about a pre-built shed. I was looking into like tiny homes and stuff, and it looks like the permit for like a tiny home thing is like 30 grand or something like that. Move to a new studio financed by viewers trying tech out. Huh. Interesting. This guy behind me is quick, but it's going to be interesting. So let's see what my split is. New PB, that's good. But this other guy beat me by a half second, so let's see if I can make up some time. Or if I even have enough fuel to make a lap. We'll find out. Would I recommend WRC8? I'm going to be working on a video talking about that, but basically my gist of it is it's a decent rally racing game. There are some parts of the physics I think are better than Dirt Rally 2. Some parts of it I think are downright worse. But all in all, it's a decent, complete rally racing title if you enjoy WRC. If you prefer older rally, if you prefer other non-WRC series, then you're definitely going to be left wanting when it comes to cars and courses. So it's that tricky balance. Are you enjoying rally for WRC or just for the history of rally and stuff? Granted, WRC does have a few older like era cars, but yeah, it's a tricky situation. Dustin, I'm going to be testing out I'm going to be testing out Grid in a couple weeks. Today's the 18th, so yeah, about 2 weeks from now, I'll be testing out Grid. And I'm excited. I enjoyed the original Grid titles. Sure, they're not the simulation titles. I remember when I worked at Inside Sim Racing, Darren Ganchi, he had me do a write-up on Grid Autosport, and Grid Autosport, it left a weird feeling for me. It had a weird feeling for me. But all in all, it was an okay game, but it felt like it missed a lot of the magic that what made Grid. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that goes. I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping they learned from a lot of their mistakes. We'll find out. Okay, so 229. So we should be good with 35. Yeah, I think we should be fine. Yeah, Jan, the issue is I already have an RV trailer in my backyard for my sister and her fiance. That's one of the tricky parts. So, figuring out space around that. Can't really fit a second one in the backyard. Could maybe fit like a shed or tiny home, but yeah. Basically, what it might end up being is that I do a shed, or theoretically move out of this place and use my old bedroom as a studio. So that's one of the ideas I'm thinking about. But yeah, doing some research in tiny homes and stuff. But yeah, basically in my bedroom, if I took out like my bed and stuff, I could fit 5 or 6 rigs, I bet. So that's one of the things I'm considering, because I have this. This is my main rig. My secondary rig, I'd say my secondary rig is my SimLab GT1 Evo, and I am going to be reviewing my the Smetic K2 soon. So yeah, a lot of things to figure out though, logistics and stuff like that. Fun stuff. I'm gonna do drop the pressures. That should give us a little more grip. It's a shorter race. We don't have to worry too long term. Let me check something real quick. So we have display capture on. I'm going to turn that off for the race. Jimmy used to game in the shed. Yep. I think he still does. It's just being renovated or something. Excuse me. So we qualified 7th this race. Wheel not straight. Wheel is straight. There we go. All right. We who are about to drive salute you. Someone jumped the start. What the? What just happened? Are you kidding me? Wow. Server issues. I just jumped at everyone disappearing. Oh, big wreck behind us. Someone decided to send it. So we're going to have a drive-through. That sucks. But yeah, everyone just vanished. Oh, that was close. And we're in 3rd. We're in 3rd, but I have to do a drive-through. For crying out loud. Well, we'll make it quick and see where to go from there. It's my fault for jumping. I was just on a hair trigger for the start, and yeah, the hair snapped. Why? I don't know why that happened. It's some server issue. And it sucks because if you can have eagle eyes and read the top right corner of my stream, my ping is 60. That is incredibly low for something like this. So it wasn't an issue on my end, I don't think. It's just everyone else. But yeah, everyone vanishes. You're set to go once you see the lights go off in movement, and I'm like, oh shoot. Hey, Nikki, how's it going, man? But yeah, let's make a clean entry and drive through. That's what we need to do. And I'm not the only one. The leader has to drive through. And 2 more cars. This is a mess. 3, 4, 5 more cars. That is 8 cars having to do a drive-through. 8 cars have to do a drive-through because of a server glitch. That is ridiculous. That is nuts. So the question is, where are we going to end up after our drive-through? That is ridiculous. I've never seen anything like this in an SRS race, I think. I've never seen 8 cars having to do a drive-through. Wow. I mean, just wow. So full house. Long story short, due to a server glitch, myself and 7 other drivers jumped the start and had to do a drive-through. Yeah. Oof. So over half the field got busted there. Jeez. So I want to stay in 3rd there. 2nd is just too high and out the power band, I think. So I think we're still in 4th after that. We might be in 4th or 5th. We'll see. Apex a little early there. Let's try to swing out the rear end a bit. That'll work, even though, yeah, I went wide, but this track allows you to go wide. We're closing in on the car ahead, though, so that's good. Saying we're in 3rd. Okay. I'll take it. So one of these cars ahead of me is a lap down then. How many laps? Well, it's 2.5 minutes per lap, so right now we have 13 minutes to go, so it's going to be about like 5 or so, or no, I'm not sure, maybe 6, 7. Trying not to do advanced math while driving. Oof. This guy is definitely holding up second place. But that might be good for me. 8 raging cylinders of compensation. That is hilarious. Okay, I just totally washed out there. Let me get this car under control again. This car is surprisingly unpredictable for a road car. Would I choose Corvette or a Viper? It depends on the generation. 90s, I would definitely say Viper. I loved the look of the first and I think second generation Vipers. The later ones just felt a little off. Hold on, I'm trying to pay attention to what's going on right now. Because we have a battle for second. Rolling the throttle, he just got loose. Side to side. There we go. Believe that's the pass for second place. Think that's second place guy. We'll find out when we cross the line. Yep, now in second. There we go. With 7 minutes, 20 seconds left. So let's just try to build the gap a little more. Yeah, we're almost 20 seconds back at James because he didn't jump the start. He didn't see anyone vanish. Okay, that was a decent run through there, I think. I'll take that. This guy behind me, he is... It's interesting because he'll throw the car in and then he'll pay for it later. I think that's one of his issues. Because you just see him throw it in and he's just riding the outside rim there. So he just lost a ton of ground. Got a little greedy there. Got to be more careful. Definitely do not want to get a slow down. Five minutes left. So that's about likely 3 laps. Because he's 20 seconds ahead. So he'll likely start his 3rd lap before time's up. I'm agreeing. I'm trying to figure out what car, though, we should run. That's my challenge. What would be a fun car to run? Part of me wishes someone made a stock car mod for Assetto Corsa. I mean, sure, there's the VRC, basically Trans Am car, but that's payware, and usually with payware mods, you don't get great turnouts. Guess for my RSS GT1 series, I think we were lucky to get 10 drivers. I might look into doing 90s DTM again, because those were some races I actually won at times. I believe I won 2 races in my 90 DTM championship. This guy behind me, he's going for it, I can see. We just gotta hit our marks and we'll be good. It's one thing to catch me, it's another to pass me. Yeah, Court Martial, that is a bit of an issue, and Henrique's unwilling to make tweaks to try to better suit the BOP. Group C was the first championship I did in SRS, actually. And I almost won the first race until Austin Ognoski punted me out of the way in the final corner. Oh, still frustrated about that. That's why I'm considering running a spec series. A spec series would be nice, so you don't have to worry too much about BOP. I'm considering Zonda R, but the Zonda, I haven't been a big fan of it in Assetto Corsa. Ferrari 312 T2 or T4. I'm trying to stay away from third-party cars because not many people download it, but also SRS, who knows? We'll see. Alright, so we're gonna have one more lap. Just gotta take it easy. We're building our gap on third place, and we can take home second. Hit our marks and we'll be okay. But yeah, I think that tire pressure adjustment we did between qualifying and race really helped the car. Ferrari F40 race car, I think they call it the F40 step 3 or stage 3. So it's a way to get around the actual F40 LM, but yeah, I might talk to Enrique about that because, fun fact, Ferrari F40 is one of my favorite cars of all time. Should be okay on fuel, I hope. Just notice our fuel light's red. Would suck if I misjudged the fuel. But I think we're okay. Just gotta get around the final corner, we'll be fine. But it's light red, it's not dark red. So if it was dark red, I'd be a lot more worried. But I guess my math will work out. Right now, at this point, we could coast to the line. And we are going to get second place, even with a drive-through penalty. I mean, yeah, what a course of events. I mean, this race just about summarized the entire season for us. Generally, we get a good start. Something in the middle messes us up, and then we salvage our way to a decent finish. So, yeah, I mean, second place in the final race of this, and James Blinn in another zip code, because he still would have finished almost 10 seconds ahead of me, I think. He would have finished almost 10 seconds, because I want to say we gave up about 17 seconds or so, and bam, we are out of fuel right here. So we were about a third of a lap to the good. We did do McLaren F1 GTR almost 2 years ago, I think. Maybe a year and a half ago, I think. So yeah, we did F1 GTR. That was a fun championship. I don't think I would mind doing it again. So I'll talk to Enrique in the coming days about what we could do and see how it goes. But yeah, guys. We barely made it on fuel, I think. I'm all right with that. So, second place. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. So, let's see. Best lap made by James Blinn. I am not surprised. Most consistent, Michael Butler. Nice. So he was in third. He had a bit of a challenge at first, but I think we did all right. FXXK. Could have looked into that. That would be very, very interesting. But yeah, I'll talk to Enrique, see what might work. And yeah, I think I'll still go with Wednesday nights. I'm not certain though, because Mondays are taken, Tuesdays are taken. So yeah, Mondays taken, Tuesdays taken for me, Thursdays are taken for me. So yeah, Wednesday or Fridays are my best day now. So let's take a look at this. And so here we are. I have the advanced camera on, so let me turn on the photo mode. So photo mode, and I'm Jimmy Johnson. Thank you to Rob Eds for subscribing. Thank you very much. If you're watching the race, hope you enjoyed it. So yeah, we're revving up, and we'll see this car roll forward a bit. We're gonna see this car move forward a bit, I think. So I'm revving down, or so you see him drift forward. But what's weird about it is I don't think you actually see his tires. Or nope, you see the tires, okay. So yeah, there's that. And all of a sudden, boom. So I reacted to that. But all things considered, watch how quick this reaction time is. Everyone vanishes. And bam, I'm going. That's half speed, so yeah, I would have gotten a decent start. But everything just boop. Yeah, that was unfortunate. I'm like, wait, what's going on? What's going on? And you can see, like, looking at this, you can factor in quite a few cars jump the start. So, go into here. Let's watch this. So, one car. So, we're going to have some count carcula, or whatever you want to call it. So, one car. Two car. Three car. Four car. Let's see how many more. 5 car, 6 car, 7 car. So yeah, there's 3 cars, 4 cars, 5 cars, 6 cars, 7 cars, 8 cars. All 9 cars. 9 cars pulling into the pits for the drive-thru. And we're gonna ghost a bit. That is insane. It's like one of those things you usually don't see. And there's that SimCube idle beat that I mentioned in my review. Shameless plug again. If you want to check out the review, it's available on his SRP channel now. So yeah. This was definitely an interesting circumstance. But all things considered, this guy, he jumped the start, and still, like, we caught him, so I am pretty happy with that. This race could have gone a whole lot worse, guys. It could have been so much worse. I'm happy with this result, but now we should be able to see, let's just check real quick if the standings are in. So, M4, Silverstone is in. Go to the standings, and we finished second. Second in the championship. So Court Marshall, Marshall Elise, he had to drop out the final 2 races. Simon Speth dropped out, so they dropped to 4th and 5th. But we made the leap all the way up to second in championship. But still, even with factoring that goose egg in, so if we took that out, he still would have been about 100 points ahead of me. That's insane. Great drive, James. You earned this championship. I'm just going to put it that way. You earned it. You won 5 out of 6 races, too. And Ognoski, he won 1. He was 1 and done, I guess, for the series. But yeah, man, this was an intense championship. I'm happy to get second to this. I mean, with all that happened, it was just insane. But yeah, guys, I'll try to figure out what I'm going to be running next season in Sim Racing System. And once I do, I'll let you guys know. But until then, guys, thanks for watching. For the Sim Racing Paddock, I'm William Marsh. And you guys have a good one.